Hi, I'm glad you're here. I hope you had a wonderful day or having a wonderful day. Today, I just wanted to talk a little bit more about the Lotus Mudra. It's the symbol of purity. It's also known as the Padma Mudra. So I just wanted to share a little bit more about it, just because I think it's fun to go a little deeper into the mudras. And I've been meaning to do more talks about the mudras um, as we go through them. I just haven't had a chance to really coordinate that yet. So I figured I'd start today. As you can see, my avatar is still unblinking, still not moving her mouth, and I haven't had a chance to um, delete the app and then reload it all to kind of refresh the system. So we are still working with her being her own her own dancing baby. So the Lotus Mudra is, since it is the symbol of purity, it's obviously a large part of the heart chakra. It does associate with other chakras, but it's mainly associated with the heart chakra. I guess I should say I associate it with other chakras. I haven't really noticed that written anywhere else, just my own experience and how it affects my uh, my throat chakra. It seems to help with my communication as far as speaking from my heart, taking pressure off of my throat chakra. So maybe it's just a byproduct of working on the heart chakra, kind of eases the rest. And I'm um, just assuming that it's the mudra impacting the chakra. Um, excuse me. And since this is working on the heart chakra, it's also working on goodwill, affection, and communication, which are all largely handled by the heart. The Padma Mudra is often associated with the Hindu goddess Lakshmi. Since Lakshmi is associated with good fortune and abundance, both spiritually and materially. She also graces us with gifts of auspiciousness, grace, compassion, and love, all part of the heart chakra, right? Everything stems from, or those all stem from the heart chakra. Um, excuse me. And since goodwill, affection, and communication are all associated with the heart chakra, we're supposed to give unconditionally from our hearts, right? Which keeps it pure because we're giving from an unconditional place. There's no attachments to the giving. There's no hidden agendas. You're not expecting something in return. It's just a free giving. Now, this is obviously all within like healthy boundaries. That's not to say that you become a doormat. It's not to advocate you staying in unhealthy relationships. These are all within healthy boundaries. Giving freely and unconditionally from the heart chakra keeps it pure because you're giving from a place of love, right? And unconditionality. And just like the lotus flower, when it's open, it's opening to the sun, right? The sun being the divine principle and gives itself whatever it needs. And in doing so, when we give what is needed, we are returned more than what is quote unquote needed because we're giving from a place of unconditional open-heartedness, right? I heard or I've read that we enjoy blooming flowers because they bear joy, the divine countenance within themselves, and it's exuded to us when they're blooming, right? Spring is amazing, full of scents. And my sincere apologies to everyone that has allergies and may love the look of all the beautiful flowers, but not so much the the raining down of pollen. But that being said, this mudra is very useful when you're feeling drained, when you're feeling exploited, misunderstood, or lonely. This really helps you to connect to your heart center to open it up in those instances. When you're pulling away from your loved ones or you're pulling away from the experience of love, use this mudra. It will help you allow your heart to remain open instead of closing it in moments of loneliness or when you feel exploited, misunderstood, drained, all of the ways that we can or reasons we can close our heart chakra. I've noticed that the Lotus Mudra or Padma Mudra has been really helpful when I'm feeling certain kinds of anxiety. So if I'm feeling anxious about spending time with loved ones, this mudra has really helped me keep my heart open, but not shut any of the emotions down, to just let them flow freely with my heart still open, which is a very big challenge for me. It's also helped me in situations where maybe I'm meeting someone new and I'm I'm feeling very concerned about it. I used it once for a job interview or before a job interview, just to help me communicate better so that I wasn't tripping over my words. I wasn't doing what I normally do in interviews, which is, trying to impress to get the job. This time I just went in, after doing the mudra, I just went in with an open heart, just calmly myself, and it really helped. So things like that, I've noticed that it really does help my communication. As I was saying earlier, it seems to take the pressure off of my throat because I'm speaking from my heart instead of from a place of the mask, I guess is the best way to say it. I'm not throwing up a mask to fit in. I'm not throwing up a mask to like the interview where I'm trying to be something other than myself, right? Typical situations where we feel we have to be anything and everything other than ourselves. This mudra has really helped me to step outside that, but keep my heart open and just allow what emotions are flowing to flow, but keeping my heart open during the experience instead of closing off. And that's really actually helped my practice. And then one final thing about the Lotus Mudra, since it is associated with the heart chakra, this this does obviously have to do with love, grace, compassion, and abundance. And again, this is spiritual abundance, it's material abundance, and abundance really does flow in and out of the heart. It's not really a mental thing. Abundance really is an equalizer, right? Because there are so many different ways to feel abundant. Yes, money is an obvious one. Abundant in family and friends, in your environment, in your home, in um, you know, food, water, things like that. There are a million ways to look at abundance other than just material or money. Feeling abundant in your health, in the way that your body moves, the way your mind works, things like that. That's also abundance. And this mudra really helps me to, when I'm feeling worried about abundance, primarily it's been either a roof over my head or money flow materially, right? This mudra really helps me to anchor down into my heart or up depending. So with material concerns, that's more of a root chakra issue. There's an insecurity from the root chakra versus um, when I'm obsessed with keeping a roof over my head. That's also a root chakra. Um, Insecurity as well. And for me, it's this insecurity flows up and I overthink. So I'm engaging both my root chakra, I'm clenching that, kind of closing that off, and I'm stopping the flow from reaching my heart. And so my head feels really, really light and airy, and my thoughts just spin out. So this mudra really helps me to both flow down and up into my heart from the vulnerability in my root chakra and out of my thoughts in my head and be firmly planted in the center of my body so that I'm connecting all of it and I don't feel so, um, well, first of all, terrified and secondly, lost in thought. So I'm spinning out on all of my thoughts. This mudra has really helped me to anchor solidly into myself. So just a few fun facts about the mudra I wanted to share, just because I feel like additional information about mudras is always nice to learn a little bit more about what it does, how it impacts you, and just different things to look out for in future. And then for people that like affirmations, I wanted to share an affirmation that's associated with the Lotus Mudra. If you're not, please feel free to go ahead and end the video here because I'll be wrapping up after this. The affirmation for the Lotus Mudra or the Padma Mudra is I open myself to nature. I open myself to the good that exists in every human being, and I open myself to the divine so that I will be richly blessed. So I just wanted to share that little bit about the Lotus Mudra. I hope you had a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me today, and I will see you soon.